Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Christiana Mausi Sayram and I am a public health practitioner. In this video, I would like to explain how energy drinks, can cause brain damage. Okay, so energy drinks are drinks that are purported to, or marketed to increase energy, mental awareness, or to keep you alert, and also combat fatigue. However, it is important to know that no research has found this to be true. In fact, energy drinks do not increase your energy level through any body functions, other than providing extremely high levels of caffeine, sugar, some B vitamins, and other additives that are usually not indicated on the labels on the drinks that are being marketed. So caffeine is a stimulant. So what this means is that it increases the activity in your brain and the entire nervous system. Caffeine also increases the circulation, the release and circulation of hormones, or let's say chemicals, such as cortisol, which is also known as stress hormone, and then adrenaline. So both of these hormones are released from the adrenal glands, which are in your body. So actually this hormones levels, they shoot up immediately you drink an energy drink or any highly caffeinated drink. So when you take an energy drink and high levels of caffeine is introduced into your body, what cortisol does is that it begins to stop your body functions that will not be necessary or that could be harmful when you are in a dangerous situation. That's the fight or flight situation. For example, when you see a snake, that is not the time for your body to be, your heart to be pumping more blood to your stomach to digest the banku or fufu that you ate. No, quickly the body has to switch. Cortisol and adrenaline will have to switch your body so that more blood is directed to your muscles in your legs so that you can run. You can either flee or you stand and face the danger, the snake. So that's an example. So cortisol, suppresses your digestion and metabolism of food. Metabolism is a breakdown of your food that you have eaten to provide energy to the body. So it slows down digestion of food. It also suppresses your immune system. It reduces your ability to fight your body to fight off any infection. So if you continue taking energy drinks every day, 2 bottles, 3 bottles, 3 cans, 5 cans, it means you are always putting your body in this state. So why won't you easily fall sick? Why won't you continue to go to the hospital because small time you have cold, you have this, you have that? Your immune system is weak because you keep taking energy drinks. So this hormone cortisol also increases your blood sugar level because at that time your brain cells need a lot of glucose to be able to be alert and decide fast what you should do to flee from that stressful situation. It also increases your blood pressure, and it also reduces your body's sensitivity to pain. Just energy drink you took, and all these are happening within minutes. So adrenaline is also a hormone that is produced by the adrenal gland, as I said. So when you are in a scared or stress situation suddenly, the adrenaline is quickly sent into your body, and this is commonly known. You hear people say adrenaline rush, and they say that because it happens so fast. So adrenaline gets into your body and gets your body ready for you to fight the danger or flee from the stressful situation. So you realize that adrenaline and cortisol, they work in similar ways. So this complex natural alarm system also affects, or it also communicates with the brain the part of the brain that controls your mood, motivation, and fear. So you can experience agitation. You can experience agitation, anxiety, you know, hallucinations, seizures, and so many. And for agitation and anxiety, this occurs because you are not able to sleep well. You have poor sleep quality when you take high levels of energy drink. So you are just up, awake, not resting, not sleeping. The brain is not resting. And when this happens for over a period of time, you are always agitated. You are charged up for nothing. So when this, and you are restless, when this continues over time, the person can develop aggressive behaviors, such as, you know, and aggressive behaviors and certain risk-taking behaviors, such as having unprotected sex. You just have sex anyhow, no condom, no protection. The person can engage in drug abuse. The person is likely to use other forms of drugs, and the person could also, you know, engage in dangerous driving. So let's be, you know, very careful with energy drinks. You can also experience seizures, or which is also known as convulsion. You can have panic attacks, racing thoughts. You are panic attack, you are there, and then suddenly you feel as if something is coming after you, as you are just, you know, panicking. You have racing thoughts, where, you know, you have this fast moving, often repetitive, you know, thoughts process. So you are not able to focus on one thing. You can't concentrate on one thing for long. Then your attention is also reduced, and then you have hallucinations. So hallucinations is like you have that perception of seeing something, hearing something, touching something, or you even feel you can smell something. And all these are just, you know, being, you know, they are just coming from your mind. They are created by your mind. So for example, the person can say you can feel something crawling on your skin. Meanwhile, there is actually nothing there. Or you can hear voices. Meanwhile, nobody has spoken. So sometimes this voice can command you to harm yourself or harm others. So this voice can command you to do things that will cause, you know, harm or danger to others. Sometimes the person will be saying he can smell something, some odor. Meanwhile, there is no odor there. They can see patterns, lights, you know, they can be seeing ghosts or something. And actually, those things are not there, but they are being created just by your mind. You know, that's why they are, you know, hallucinations. So, you know, all these experiences, you go through all this just because you are intoxicated with caffeine from the energy drink or the highly caffeinated drink you took. So you are highly, you know, you are high on caffeine. So you begin to experience all this, you know, symptoms. Then the next one is addiction. Your over dependence. If you continue taking energy drinks, several energy drinks over a long period of time, you know, it could lead to addiction. So you can't be effective without energy drink. So over time you become, you know, physically and psychologically dependent on caffeine to function effectively. So there are people, if they don't take energy drink, they can't work effectively. They can't do much. So like many other drugs, such as cocaine, amphetamine, and so forth, it is possible to develop, you know, some tolerance level to caffeine too, which means that you will always need a bigger and bigger doses of, you know, caffeine to be able to achieve, you know, the same effect, or to be able to do the same work that you usually do. So if you started with one can of energy drink or one bottle of energy drink a day, with time you will need 2 or 3 or more of that bottle of energy drink before you can be alert or before you can feel okay to work. So that is where the addiction, you know, is coming. So you realize that you will feel the need to take more bottles or more cans of energy drink before you can function. So the number of bottles will continue to increase. So it becomes an addiction, and you will need the help of a clinical psychologist to get out of this kind of addiction. Caffeine is a drug, and you know, all drugs have some sort of effects on the brain. And when it comes to teenagers and the younger ones, they are most vulnerable because their brains are still developing. So taking in energy drinks and highly caffeinated drinks will cause damage to their brain. So parents, please advise the younger ones they should stay away from energy drinks. You could also be diagnosed with caffeinated psychiatric disorders such as caffeine intoxication, caffeine-induced anxiety, caffeine-induced sleep disorder, and so many other psychiatric disorders that are caused by caffeine. In fact, these are actually, clinical diagnosis that will be given to you. You can find this in the psychiatric, disorders manual. That's the diagnostic and statistical manual for mental disorders, the 4th edition. So please, caffeine is a drug. Caffeine is not something to be joked with. So let's be cautious. Please take note. I always say this in my videos. I'm not saying you should not take any caffeine, but the allowed or the recommended dose of caffeine for an adult a day is 400 milligram. That's the maximum. So when you take a standard cup of coffee, you will get between 50 to 100 milligram of caffeine. So it means as an adult, you cannot exceed 4 cups of caffeine in a day. If you are taking more than 4 cups of coffee, it means you are taking an overdose of caffeine. So please, let's be mindful. Don't take coffee or overtake caffeine because of the damages that it can cause to your body. Then the last point is stroke. In fact, the stroke, I won't talk about it in this video because I have made a separate video on how energy drinks can trigger a stroke. So please watch that separate video on how energy drinks can cause stroke. Thank you for your time, and please watch out for more videos. Thank you.